Hello everybody, welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at a map, and just like last week, there's another map here which I am not going to try to pronounce, so I am going to let Google Translate do it for me.
Jasienica MeXyK.
Let's hear it one more time.
Jasienica MeXyK.
So there you go. That's the name of the map. And when I first saw this map, I thought to myself, oh, look, it's a Mexican map because it had, MEX on the sign here. And I thought, well, it must be a Mexican map. And then I click into it and it's a Polish map. So, no Mexican map for me. But this is a really cool map. And let me read a little bit of the description. It says the player starts the game with a small number of machines and a large number of fields to buy. The map has 5 farm, sheep, cows, pigs, and hens, more than 50 fields, 2 places to sell, BGA, and many more. This map is found in the farmingsimulator.com website, and it is in the beta section. And let me just check 1 second, because I have to admit that I forgot to see if this map is seasons prepared. Second. This map is not seasons prepared, so there you go. So this map, if you wish to play with seasons, just know that you'll only get 1 layer of snow, and you will not have to worry about grass. Well, you won't have to worry about hay or straw rotting if it's left outside because there's no snow mask. So as far as seasons is concerned, everywhere is outside. So we're going to go ahead and load up the map. Let's take out some stuff that's in my testing folder here. And we're going to use the Gator today to get around. And we're going to go ahead and load up the Straw DLC and all the other DLCs just so that we can see the map load up. Let's pull up the log. And you'll see the map loads up very, very fast, and the log is clean. And here we are. And I have to say, the first time I loaded the map up, I was really impressed with how everything looked initially. I thought that these textures on the house, you can kind of see into the house a little bit with there's some texture on the windows. I thought the textures on the grass here and on the sheds, it was really looked nice. So I was really impressed with how the map looked at the very first load up of it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map itself. So it's a fairly small map, and you can see these fields are really close together. So we might run into an issue if you own, let's say, field 17. You might run into an issue if you try to work too close to 15 or 19, where it might say, the field definitions. Same with down here. So that's just a word of warning. If you're going to buy some of these fields that are adjacent to, you may have some issues, but it's may not. I haven't tried working these, but they may be well. You've got our standard crops on this map. And we start by owning field 8 and field 51. And that is it. Field 34. So we have 3 fields, 8, 34, and 51 on the map that we own. We start this video on hard mode, and even on hard mode, we've got some crops in our silo. We have 2 main sell points for all of our crops. We also have a sell point for wool. No sell point, interesting enough, for wood chips. We have a silage sell point, and here is our hay, straw, and grass sell point, and it does take hay pellets and straw pellets. So here's our list of starting equipment. It's fairly big given the size of the map. It's all fairly new also, and nothing is leased. Let's go ahead and borrow up some cash. That'll do us. And you'll notice why, because we already start with 20 sheep, 20 pigs, and 20 cows. So we're not going to need to buy too many. We're just going to buy a couple just to make sure that our counts go up. We start with nothing in the feed troughs. So if you do play with seasons, you're going to need to feed these things right away or sell them right away, because these guys will die off if they're not fed within the first game day at midnight. So our silo has a capacity of 100,000 liters. And with that, let's go ahead and check out the starting fleet. Start with 4 tractors. We start with the, now I was told that this is not an F, this is a Z. This is a Z-Tor. So we have a Z-Tor, a Steyr, another Z-Tor, and a Fendt. Range in horsepower from 75 all the way up to 127 horsepower. Then we have our Case 1660 and the New Holland 5.90. We've got 2 harvesters. We have 2 grain headers and 2 tippers. And we've got the standard small cultivator, 2 small cultivators, small seeder, the token Great Plains seeder that you start out with at on Goldcrest, and the small fertilizer spreader, and the small sprayer, and the front spray tank. And that is your starting fleet. Let's go ahead and lease up our Gator so that we can drive around the map. And let's go ahead and find the shop. Right here we are. And hit reset and see what happens. So the reset point is at the shop. Right here it is. So if you do need to reset, this is where you're going to go back to. Alright, so with that, let's explore the main farm here, or basically your starting area. Got our harvester and some of our equipment, and look at this. Look at these textures, like I was saying. They look really nice. This tarp looks really good. In my opinion, they look really good. I've checked these doors. These doors don't open. Oh, sorry, yes they do. Checking some other doors out that didn't open. And the map also has some custom crop textures. You have mud, it appears. You got open windows. Must look like these windows would open and close down. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so here is our cow area. Let's see, is this window? I don't think... This is a chicken coop. Oh, oh, we got bunny rabbits in there. Isn't that cute? That's the bunny coop. Alright, so here is the cow area. This is one of the feeding troughs, I believe. Let's go ahead and check this out. It's just deco. Sorry about that. We do have our silage pit over here for our cows. Got the icon. And our cows are over here in this little pen. So 20 cows is pretty excessive for this little space. If you want to do any type of a realistic farming here, you probably would only have a couple cows here. You got your feed trough. And let's see where we can find the water. Water trough is over here. You're kind of stepping through the gate there. Here we got the corn, and we're gonna go check out some other crops here in a few minutes. We can't figure out where we unload our cows at. Got our slurry and our manure pile for our cows. Right here we go to buy our cows. We'll just pick up a couple more. See now that we have 24 cows. Let's go over here and check out some more of these crops. 1.32 hectares, $106,000. I guess potatoes. 1.86 hectares, $150,000 for, what is that, field 47. We have our soybeans. These are some of the bigger fields. Then down here we have our sugar beets. 50. $1.37 hectares, $111,000. All right, now let's go ahead and check out some more. Here, I guess we've got, this is it's probably barley. If I were to venture a wild guess, that is barley. Got our canola. What we got over here? That is wheat. Another thing is soybeans. And look, we got a big old grass field over here. This is all grass. This whole area up here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over here to the shop. Here we are at the shop. We've got a fuel point, and we've got our shop building down here. Little New Holland shop. Our shop icon there, and our customize and repair icon right there. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on out here as best we can. And traffic comes down here and makes a sharp U-turn. At least it comes to a kind of a stop. So we'll let this guy go. There he goes. There's our mud. So nothing gets out of the shop without getting dirty. We got kind of an annoying little box here around the PDA. It's kind of annoying. Up there at the fields on the hillside. Big grass field. Let's go up here. I think we have our hay sell point up here, as well as our sheep. Our sheep farm is right up here. Some more mud. Our wool pallets are going to spawn here on this hill. We've got our buy point right here by the feed trough. Buy up a couple more sheeps. And just make sure that they show up. Yep. And then we've got our water trough here. Just some general storage. There's a door that doesn't open. See, these textures look really nice. I don't know if it's coming through well in the video or not, but they do look really nice. Some more of our equipment. That door doesn't open, but it also lets you just drive through it. Let's see here, where is the bale sell point? That's over here. Here's, I guess this is canola. What is this? This is canola ready to harvest. Yep. So here is the hay, straw, and grass sell point. This will also take your chips or your pellets. There. Got some of these smaller fields, 0.69, and see how they're kind of up on little elevations. $30,000. I think this would be a nice little map for small equipment. Kind of a grass over here. You look at the hillside over there at the other fields. Let's run over here real quick and get back in our gator. All right. Down the hillside, there's our cows. Across the way there. Some little narrow strips of fields. When it says 5 farms, I guess it's counting this as a farm. And that has an outspout. This a like that better not be a fill trigger. That's pretty weird. It's just got an outspout trigger, but it's there's nothing there to fill it to. Little building here. Oh, and the water. This water really interesting. Highly reflective, as you can see. You can see the sign reflection. You can see the reflection of these the utility lines right there. See the reflection of the pole, and it's like ice because when you walk on it, you don't sink down in it at all. See the clouds. It's very, very, very interesting. So here we have a sell point for our logs. And this, you would think, would be a sell point for wood chips, but there's, like I said, there's no marked sell point on the map for wood chips. At least there's no price, and there's no trigger here that I can see. So don't be chipping up your wood. Just cut it into log lengths. Go down here and check out this sell point. Oh, be careful. Oh, that's nice of them. Our dump. Or a sell point. And it looks like we might have separate dumps. Nope. No separate dumps. Just that one that's covered. I was thinking we might have separate dumps for the different heaps. Heck of a hill. This truck to turn around. Go. Alright, now let's make our way up the other road. Got the big, lots of grass. Look at this huge grass area up here. Just right here, we've got the Little Old Field 34, which is right here. I'm driving through. That's Field 34. Then we got a terrace, grass, and then we've got another big terrace here. Lots of these fields are terraced. Come up, gonna have a little flatty area. Still on kind of a slope, but then we have another hump. We get grass. Pretty interesting. So here is our farm silo. Our tip in and our fill out. More buildings in here. Just hoping that that would be a ladder we could climb. All of that's that big grass hillside that I was talking about. Then up here you've got your little piggies. Piggly Wigglies. On a hillside here. Got our slurry. And we have our feed trough, and here's where we unload. Let's check again, make sure we have 30 pigs now. Yep. Got our water trough. And there we got our manure pile. Here at the pig farm. That texture is really wonky. That's like a corrugated fuel. And then we've got this. I want to drive up this because that looks like a really bumpy road. We've got water. Let's go down here and get our gator. Go. I want to drive further up here. Up the slope. Because this looks like the road gets pretty rough. These kind of concrete pads as road. It's in the middle of this field. It looks it's rather interesting. Is that going to be like, it's, oh my, are you serious? Oh, that is that's a pretty big mud pit. It's pretty bad. It's like right up to your nose. Well, I don't know if I want to be buying this field. That one looks pretty bad. But really like this terraced type approach here. Lots of little fields. Seem to be separated by grass. Mostly. So you may run into issues trying to mow some of these separated areas because it may say you don't own the field. And then up here, I think the map author knew that I liked crooked trees because I don't think there's a straight tree in this forest. Some of them are pretty out there as far as crooked. Kind of go on the off-road route to get up here to the next sell point. So got some weird 2D trees up here on a heck of a slope, and this is our guess this is our BGA. Two bunkers here. Then we got our digester and our slurry tank. Kind of the retextured digester domes, Biogas Europe. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can look out over the. We really can't get a good view out over everything. Zoom out. Field tucked back in there, way up here. Gomez Ridge Acres. So we're gonna go to that. We need to hit the I guess the animal dealer. We missed that one because we went off roading. But across the road there is just a whole bunch of little terraced fields. So guys, what do you know? Let me know what you think of the map. I think it's pretty interesting. Some interesting ideas in here. I think it's a little much with the mud. Zoom. I gotta go in so I can see where I'm going here. I think it's a little much with the mud. Okay, it's a lot much with the mud. Right. In here. I'm gonna jump in here. See where we're going. Here's our tip, and then we follow it out the back. It's pretty interesting. Try to drive off the road here, and hopefully we're going to be having less mud to deal with. Oh, the mud spun us out. Alright, so we're going to go a different way. Here's all those little tiny fields. And you can one or two passes with your harvester and you got these things done. This is like mountain farming almost. I'm going to cut across here because this is where the animal buy point is. Slaughterhouse. So this is the Slaughterhouse from Old Streams. And right up the ramp here is where you have your animal buy trigger. Let's run down here and just check some more of these crop textures out. Got corn in another stage. Potatoes. So guys, let me know what you think of the map in the comments. Wheat. Growing potatoes. Some sunflowers. So if you liked the video, please click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday typically. We also have Let's Play videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Currently we're on Midtown, USA. And for the next couple weeks, we're going to be also doing videos on Saturday and Sunday, closing out our 24-day seasons play on Churn Farms. So until next time, guys, happy farming.